You are listening to the No Invite Podcast.
Season 3.
The progression.
Follow us on Instagram at no_invite_podcast or look us up on YouTube at No Invite Podcast.
The best kept secret.
All right, bang. Episode 91, No Invite Podcast. I'm your folks, Blaze. I'm in the building right now, and you know what it is, man. We always got to have somebody in the podcast or on the podcast that is definitely about their business, that's definitely a part of the culture that we're a part of, someone that could bring clarity to a lot of things. We got A&R for GT Digital, management for the legendary San Quinn, owner of PRIMETIME. We got Primo. What's up? What's going on?
Man, doing everything. We doing everything these days. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we got to do to keep food on the table, man. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, man. And that's kind of the vibe, you know what I mean? It's survival, right? You want to take care of the family, you want to take care of stuff, and want to, if possible, do something we love for a living. You feel me? Exactly.
And that's how it all started. You know what I'm saying? With the music, you know, but like we've been spoke about, you know, that's, different things that happen in this industry got me gravitating into a different lanes, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where we're at with it now. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the clothing now, you know what I mean? Trying to get into Roku, trying to get into all the different things outside of music. Yeah.
All the other things that around music that are kind of in the same thing, but different, you know, like cultures, they travel with each other. You know, the fashion is very much a part of music as much as music is, you know, and other things. So first things first, when did you start actually seeing the shift? Because you're with GT Digital, so you guys are pretty much on the forefront of digital distribution and all that. When did you first start seeing the shift into where that is going to be like the permanent home for what people do when they drop music? You know, like how did y'all know that shit? Because you guys were on the forefront of that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was oblivious to it at first. You know what I'm saying? Me and Gold Toes, we for the most part, we put everything on our back. We went down to Universal, and we had a meeting with them, and we were in groups at first. And at first, I didn't think nothing of it. It was just a better deal for us. You know what I'm saying? Back then, of course, we had CDs. You know what I mean? We had all that, so it never occurred. I mean, it's bound to happen. It was bound to happen that CDs weren't going to exist no more, but I didn't think it was going to happen that fast. You know what I'm saying? We down there, breaking this deal with Universal, shit, man, it was exactly how you think it went. You know what I mean? I'm uploading from my house, my laptop, you know what I mean? I'm putting up albums for Lucky Luciano, man, San Quinn, you name it, big names. We was literally out the house with it at first, you know what I'm saying? And now, we've obviously upgraded. We partnered up with Empire, and now there's office spaces everywhere. We're a lot more organized, and like I said, I never saw it coming, bro. Like I knew it was coming, but I didn't think it would be that soon. You know what I'm saying? Like I still make CDs just because I know that there's a fan base for them, but it's a digital world now, and if you're not hip to that, there's a lot of things, that goes into being a successful artist, and a lot of artists, they don't have the slightest clue where to begin. You know what I'm saying? And that's not their fault. It's education. Everything boils down to education. And
it's part of the process as an artist.
Exactly. But you got to want to learn too. You know what I'm saying? I can take you to water, but I can't make you drink. And a lot of these cats. I want to say there's a lot of ego in this game, as it is in the marijuana game. Telling somebody how to, how to do something is a very, very tricky skill you got to have, because you got to kind of even trick these guys into listening to you, because everybody wants to do what they want to do and they believe they got the formula. But you know what I'm saying? It's thousands of guys just like them with the same skill, same talent. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's very hard. I will say that.
Most definitely, and that's one of the things that I definitely knew that we were going to talk about, just because of what you were telling me earlier, and just because of what I wanted to ask you, because there's a lot of self-educating that these artists have to come up with and do for themselves. And like you said, they got to want to do it, you know, and another thing that like with the ego, it's like people are so apprehensive, I guess you could say nowadays, to where if you tell them something, they take it personal. It's like, oh, you're attacking.
You a hater.
Yeah, you're a hater. And it's like, no, I'm not a hater, bro. I'm just showing you what I see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, you got to make the music for yourself. But then when it comes to the business side, you got to understand that it's a business, and you got to understand to carry it in a certain way. And it has to be certain things. So what I wanted to ask you, because of that, what is the common misconception that people get about having a manager and what a manager is required to do? Because you're into management as well, besides the many other things you do.
Man, where do I begin, man? I mean, the first is that you're a money man, first of all. You know what I mean? Anywhere from being a taxi, a money man, man. They'll sit there and, unload their issues on. I don't know what people think, but management is strictly somebody that's in charge of your communication. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's answering emails. You know, it's when you're hard to reach, that's when your worth goes up. A lot of these dudes will be in everybody's faces, but got a manager. So what you got a manager for? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
exactly.
You need that. You need that element of like, you're above, like not in a bad way, but you gotta be a big deal, and you gotta move like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta look like you got your shit together. You know what I mean? And that's part of it.
Exactly. And everything from, man, like I said, I work with artists that they don't even have no catalog pressed up. You know what I'm saying? That it's all digital. And that's also the bad thing about the new age, the digital world, because anybody could rap. Anybody could put 10 albums up on iTunes, but that don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people are self-proclaimed. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm a rapper. Like, I mean, shit. In my day, you didn't consider yourself one unless you was like doing units, doing numbers. You know, like you just right now it's very, very easy for people to put on the facade. You know what I'm saying? Labels
get thrown around a lot. People self-proclaim themselves to be a lot of things, but they don't want to do. Everybody want a shortcut, want to skip the process.
Yeah.
They don't understand that there's going to be moments where you are all that. You know, if you're an artist, you're the manager, you're this, you're that, because you got to get yourself to be worth enough to create a demand. And I've had people come to me and wanted me to manage them, but it's like, you don't have no music out. Like, you're just starting to rap. Like, what am I going to manage for you? Like, you have to get in there and you have to be about your craft first. So it's music. Got to be about your craft, and then you got to take care of your business. You know what I mean? At least that's what I feel like. You know what I mean?
I get dudes that pay me, and sometimes like it got to a point where I stopped taking money because they'll pay me and they'll be like, so when am I going to start getting paid for shows? I'm like, bro, first things first. Like, we got to get your content up. You know what I mean? And a lot of dudes, they don't have the patience. They just want to pay. You know, it's like the dudes on Thizzler, and what some of that stuff works. You know, you pay somebody and for a platform that puts you on and you go viral. That's cool. But like, you know, that's one in, it's 1 in 1,000 or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to happen.
It takes more than just that to get something going.
You know, people want instant gratification. They want instant everything, instant. And sometimes that's just not what it's about. You know what I mean? And like I said, that's why I stopped taking money, even because the artist, like what an artist is nowadays, it's kind of lost a lot. You know, the meaning of being an artist is not as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? It's just a pastime now for a lot of people. And like I said, man, before, man, I come from the days where I loaded up a trunk. You know, I my $200 in my pocket. I don't cross the state lines. You know what I'm saying? All I knew is that I was going to make it back, and I was going to make some money to feed myself, to feed my dudes that was with me, whatever, you know what I mean? And anybody of vouch, you know what I'm saying?
And keep it going.
Gas, anybody that I've worked with, they've been on the road with me. They've known that, we done pulled it out of our ass sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And that's a part of it, is selling it, you know what I mean? Taking that risk, and a lot of people, they don't want to take that risk. They just want to make it. They want to do it. They want
the reward without no risk to it. Yeah,
exactly. You know what I mean? And like I said, back to the whole what a manager is. You know, I mean, if you go and buy a Mr. Fab CD right now and crack that CD open, he's gonna have a list of people that were involved in that project, and it's more than just the manager. He's got everything. And that's the caliber artist, and that's the reason why Mr. Fab is who he is. You know what I'm saying? You can't take shortcuts. You got to go through it. You got to, man, you got to break some bread too, you know, and that's another misconception. Like these dudes, you know, if you can't put up money on yourself, ain't nobody going to do that for you. You know what I mean? You got to be a raw ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be sick with it, you know, and you do got those guys. And that, like I said, that's another issue. You know, they know it, and they, you know what I'm saying? There's an ego. They know, you know what I mean? You know, you can't deny greatness neither. You know, when you come across a dude that's, you know, he got it. So it's, you know, and that's kind of why, you know, as I mentioned, I've been moving more into the clothing, into, you know, and I encourage that for everybody. You know what I mean? Anybody that's an artist, go to school, go take a business course. You know what I'm saying? Go learn about LLCs.
Learn about recording. Just so you ain't
learn
spending
about
money
recording,
you
bro.
don't even have to do. Yeah. You don't got to know it all. Just
these dudes in the studio all day long, they damn near know how to record themselves, but it never, and they struggling to pay for their albums, but it never occurred to them to pay to record. You probably the best. They could teach me how to record. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that is something that I'm looking to get into, is a recording studio, because it's like, man, I can't tell you how many artists I met that sit there and they record themselves, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like, real talk, dog. That right there, you could charge $50 an hour right now. What are you doing?
You should be, as you should be. Real talk. Like 2 ways of making money. You know what I mean? Like, real talk. Yeah.
But then again, you also got these. Like I said, it's a gift and a curse, because you know the type of artists, you know, they'll spend $500 on the feature, but then drop $20 on the artwork. You know what I'm saying? It's like they know how to record, but if they were to ever record, they would probably do it in their garage. They're not about to sit there and invest in a business space or nothing like that.
It's just going to keep it to one thing.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta. The thing about success and the thing about this game is like you gotta put your chips all in, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're not willing to, you know, we don't cry over spilled milk. You know, we don't say, oh, we got kids. Yeah, I got kids. We all got kids. We all got families. But you know, when you choose to do this shit, you got to do this shit right. Period. And nobody want to hear that. Yeah, you struggle. Well, if you struggle, you shouldn't be doing this shit. You should be working and taking care of your kids. It
ain't like the old days, man. Like how they think. You know what I mean? Everything costs. I really think just the work ethic, since everything is instant gratification nowadays, a lot of people forgot about the work ethic and putting in time and dedication to what you do in all aspects. But not only that, but like you're saying, also furthering it. Like, okay, I know how to record myself now. I record at home. What's the next step from this? I got to, you know what? It's time for me to have my own lab and start charging motherfuckers and shit, or put my chips on the studio, or whatever the case is. I'm like you said, renting time. So yeah, it's a constant risk, but I mean, there ain't no reward without risk, you know, period. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So
if you want something you never had, you got to do something you never did. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it comes down to, you know?
What can you give right now? 2 pieces of information right now, 1 and 2. What can you give artists that's just, let's say they just starting to dabble, they've been recording, but they're ready to jump into the business side of things? What are the 2 things that you recommend that they should go look up and get familiar with before they start that journey?
Well, like I said, you got to think outside the box first. You know what I'm saying? I highly recommend, you know, being a rapper. You know, some of the best rappers are, you know, some of the best business people. You know what I mean? It's not, being a rapper isn't about fucking carrying a gun and doing the dumb shit. You know what I mean? That's a part of your past. You know what I'm saying? That's what made you. That's what the story you're telling. Now we in the future. Now we progressing. You know what I mean? Go to school. Next? Go get that LLC. You know, a video. Everybody want to do videos with a bunch of men jumping around in the background. Like, bro, like, do vlogs. You know what I mean? You could do a vlog and break it down into 10 segments. And let's say your video only doing 70K views. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's cool. But now you got 10 segments that you uploaded and you hit 15K, 20K just in your vlog alone, that you didn't broke up into segments and episodes. You done already surpassed your viewers, your video views just in vlogs. Learn about the tools that help you in what you're trying to achieve. It's more than just dropping a video, more than just dropping a project. You got to do all the extras too. And that's the key. Content, bro, content. And you know, and the good thing about the day in the life vlogs and all that is it gives people a glimpse at like who they're supporting. You know what I mean? That's where you're going to, you know, people be like, oh, the internet is fake. You know, it is. People get a chance. People can go on there and jump on stage and do what they want to do, but it's also very real. You know what I'm saying? People get a dose of what type of person you are. So if you on there and you being yourself and you a J-Cat, guess what? People gonna see you for what you are. Or if you on there and you working and you hustling, they gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no better way to showcase that than the extra content. You know what I mean? And so that's why all that, the business, everything. When people like your music, that's cool. But when they learn that you're a successful business owner, and you got a T-shirt and you do this, man, that just makes them like you even more.
Mm-hmm. It gives them more of one. It gives them more of one way that to support what you do if they really fuck with you. Okay, I like his music. I'm gonna go run his streams up. I like his videos. I'm gonna run the streams up. Oh, he just dropped some merch, or he just drops a clothing line. Oh, I'm gonna go fuck with the clothing line. And to me, they say it all the time. It's an ongoing thing. Everybody say you gotta have more than one hustle out here. Period. You gotta have multiple hustles. So
multiple streams of income.
Especially, and if you're an artist, if you have multiple platforms to actually be there to drop your stuff, your content, then it's whatever. See, I started this podcast so that I could do that. I could have a platform. I don't want to complain about nobody's platform. I was like, I'm gonna have a platform and I'm gonna put whoever I feel like on it. You know what I mean? And that's what everybody got to do nowadays, man. They got to get on there, whether they get on another platform or they create their own. The fact of the matter is, you got to use that motherfucker. You gotta use that platform to put people on, put shit together. Like y'all, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Like how you've been doing it.
You remember the old one? The first one we did was, I took cheats with me.
Yeah, I remember.
All up there.
Yeah, that was our live stream, bro.
Yeah,
that was our live stream. That was in 2014.
That was in. You know what I'm saying? So when a lot of dudes, and I'm hoping anybody hearing this and that knows you and supports you, and that you motivate and inspire, they could hear this, so that you've been doing this. This shit. That's another thing. It's not no overnight thing. Mm-hmm. It ain't for the weak. You know what I'm saying? If you give up on yourself easily, then you know what, you might not want to do this. You know what I'm saying? We find joy in what we do, whether or not it's cash beneficial. We gonna make it work. I know me for example, I don't always get immediate cash. I've made money in this game. I get checks. I don't rap. I get rap checks. But even when I don't, I find a way to make it work for me, whatever it is that I'm doing. And people talk shit about clout. Yeah, you know what? You need that attention. If people ain't paying attention, you know what I mean? It's like, and I'm not saying you got to go do some clown shit for the clout, but anytime you're in their face, in the public's face, you winning.
Yeah, and you want to have something for them. You know what I mean? You want to have something for them to always have something going on and have something for them. So when they come check you out, they see you got a song now. You see you got this, you got your videos, you got your vlogs, you got your businesses. They want to see that. People it's like anything else. When they spend their money on, they want to know what they spending their money on. And nowadays, really, like, the content is king. If they want to get to know their artist, you got to give them those ways. You got to give them something to look at, like you were saying.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
So tell me.
Marijuana is another good example.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Real good example.
The CD left. You know what I'm saying? That's gone. But I mean, don't get me wrong, burner. A lot of people still do it. Like, if you got the money, you don't care about the return. People will just collect them. But I feel like marijuana, especially in California, is the new CD. Like, if rap bags are at an all-time high. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Dope Flavors, because I know you work with Dope Flavors. Yes, I've been working with them. In the last 2 years, I've been I made a move into the cannabis industry as well. And I've been blessed to meet some of the folks that I've been working with, and I've been working with your folks at Dope Flavors. I've been getting them into stores and dispensaries. So I'm hoping that they could get something cracking. Yeah,
me too, man. And I was going to ask you about that as well, because it's like, you're right. I like how you said it, just described it perfectly about it being the new CD now, because it's
that's your product.
Another product, another form of branding. It's something that everybody likes, not just, because certain people like certain kind of music. You feel what I'm saying? But if you like weed, you like a certain kind of weed too. Usually it's good weed, but you like all kinds of weed.
The weed might get people to like your music.
Exactly. It might turn them on to your shit.
It's a gimmick.
Exactly. And that's what
your
it is,
bag
bro.
might be doper than your music.
Yeah, and you know what? At the end of the day, that it's branding, and it's smart branding. You know what I mean? It's something that because you could put the same bag of weed up and it'd be in a Ziploc compared to one of the little nice bags. People are gonna pick the nice bag 9 times out of 10. Probably pay more for it as well. So
you know cookies, they all do that. You know what I mean? You go into that dispensary and spend $60, and sometimes it ain't all that.
You know, it's the
The
brand. that
bag
they're
trick
selling
is
you.
real,
Yeah,
but
I tell
ain't
people
mad
that.
at them.
And it's not bad business. It's what it is. It's branding, bro. Because you go in there,
Well, you got to learn,
you exactly. You're fully aware that you're paying that much more money because of the branding as well as the product. You dig what I'm saying? The branding has its own price tag, so it's just
Do your
smart
homework.
business. Yeah, man. And
know your growers.
And know your growers. Know what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? Don't
You feel
just.
me? Yeah.
But, that's
Don't
dope,
just go
man.
go for that blue bag or that yellow bag or for this bag, you know, like, man, like, and see, that's the thing is like I told you earlier, it boils down to education. So I don't cry over spilled milk. I've got bamboozled before, you know, and some bad deals, but at the same time, it's growing pains. And now I can honestly say is like, I got an approach on things now. You know what I mean? It won't happen to me no more, you know? So, and I feel like, especially in the male culture and in the music culture, the hip hop culture, we're a harsh culture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You get caught fucking up, you're gonna get roasted, you're gonna this, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be very careful about that shit, man. You know what I mean?
You gotta protect your brand, bro. Real talk. That's another thing. Reputation is everything.
Your name. Yeah. A good name is better than gold, man. And I stand by that, you know?
That's street credit right there, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is. And I don't mean like just street, but I mean business in general. Like any business you do, your name, your word is very important, man. It reflects on you and your brand. And people don't like to waste time because time is money, you know? So tell me about San Quinn, man. How long you been managing Quinn for? The mighty Quinn.
So I've been So this all started, like I said, when we did that deal in LA. Quinn had just so happened to this is like, I had to be over like 10 years ago. You know what I mean? He recently had a phone account with some management. He was just like, hey man, I need somebody to run my gram. I need somebody to hit the DMs. Cause you know, I know, you know, I don't consider myself like the most popular dude or whatnot, but for the first time being in like a major artist, like running a major artist pages, you know, I was like, damn, it's like he even if you wanted to, like, it takes up a lot of time. Like everybody, his emails to everything is crazy slammed. And this is like 10 years ago, you know, where he was still like coming off from Boy to a Man, all that, you know what I mean? So, man, the dude needed help just doing the simple things, and started doing it and started making some cheese. And next thing you know, he's like, man, he's like, you know what you're doing, bro. He's like, why don't you just manage me? So, you know, I've been on and off managing Quinn for the last 10 years. And I say on and off because, you know, people got personal lives, and sometimes it's more than just business. You know, sometimes like we drift away for different reasons than what the public might speculate. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he might feel like he don't need one. You know what I mean? And sometimes you're like, you know what, it's go time. We on right now. I need you to hit the road with me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to waste nobody's time, and he don't like to waste nobody's time. So we don't put, it's like, you know, I feel like it's the new school shit too, even with relationships. We ain't gonna sit here and date for no reason. We ain't gonna sit here and be, you know, we're not gonna put titles on shit just for nothing. It's, you know, we come together when we need to.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I understand he got a home to go to, and he knows that I got a home to go to. Ain't no big me's and little U's. You know what I mean? And on top of that, like I got a stable of other people that I'm working with. You know, I'm working with my boy Swifty out of Hayward. I got my compilation coming out, and the reason why I did that was, I got tired of putting cats on the top 100 list. You know what I mean? I got several artists. I feel like I'm the theme king, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to albums. You know, a lot of these albums that you've seen was fully themed by me, you know what I mean, music, like, you know, I'm like a coach, you know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of people. I got, aside from, and no shade to any artist, because I've worked with some of the most talented artists ever. You know what I'm saying? And I know I have, and that's even how my brand started. Primetime. If you look up Primetime, by definition, it's the slot on TV that's the most watched. You know what I mean? People paying attention. So, you know, it's just, you know, that's just what it is. You know, and. Fuck, man, I fucking lost my train of thought. But working with all these talented artists, like I said, no shade to them, but a gimmick is always a plus. You know what I'm saying? And aside from how dope they are, I got people to tune into some of these themes. You know what I'm saying? And some of these albums, and and they did really good for me. You know what I mean? And them. You know what I'm saying? People bought into them. They, I fucking, you know, if I name it something, I'm not stopping there. I'm doing snips in there. I'm doing interludes. I take it back to how I grew up. When I grew up with my headphones and my Walkman, some of the most albums that resonated with me the most, that stood out the most, were the ones that had interludes and fucking the cats. They in there just catting off and talking shit. Like that shit made me fall in love. Exactly, that shit made me fall in love with the album.
You're like, wow, it's like all experience doing this shit.
Exactly. You know, so you know, aside from content, you know what I mean? Shit, rap. You know, I don't get into the politics. You know, I don't. Oh, you know, he talking about killing or he talking positive. Like, you know, I got moods, man. Sometimes I want to listen to some fucking bang, bang, hit 'em up shit. And sometimes I want to listen to some inspiring shit, but I don't believe in shaming any form of the art. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, I you know, I get super creative with my projects. And like I said, I got tired of taking cats to the top and, you know, I got left out of, you know, some of the celebration or some of the bread or whatnot. So this project is more for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this one for me. This year, I told myself I'm focusing on myself. From the clothing line to the compilation, I got heavyweights on there. I mean, I got Baby Gas, Mr. Fab, San Quinn, Keep the Sneak. I put all my homeboys on there. You know, Napalm, Eruption, Young Lot. I mean, I got shit, you name it. It's going to be one of the hardest compilations. But like I said, sadly, though, it's going to be, it's still uphill battle because I'm not a rapper. You know what I mean? I'm not the one that was sitting there gaining none of the notoriety, you know what I'm saying, behind the other successful albums. So, but I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I've been the underdog my whole life. So, you know, it's the same formula with this project. You know what I mean? I'm going to hit the road with it.
You know, I feel like, yo, because you do that though, like your brand, makes your brand even that much more stronger. Like maybe you're not the front man when it comes to like how artists would be, but I feel like when it's like presented by Primetime and they see that Primetime here and that Primetime there, and there's a presence there, it's a stamp, bro. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. Have you ever thought about doing your own podcast?
I have. I want to.
I think you should.
I wanted to do all that, you know. But like I said, I don't shy away from the money side. So in due time, you know what I mean. Like I see myself having like some drink champs type of, you know. I want to do food and cannabis review. I mean, I got a bunch of ideas. You know what I mean. I don't hide game. You know, it's all about who executes. Yeah, you know, we could sit here and throw out a million ideas, and these dudes are gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that." No, you're not.
It's about the right
not being
timing.
negative and not, you know, I'm not shading nobody, but check it out. I'm a doer. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you've been sitting back watching me, I might take hiatus, but you know, I get right back to it. You know, and that's what I love. That's another thing I love about myself is I done had ups and downs in this game, and just when I got counted out, you know what I'm saying, I'm back on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's now Primetime. You're right. Now it definitely holds some kind of a prestigious stamp for some of these artists, but that's also worked against me because I've had instances where I've had artists where it's like they feel, how do you say it? They feel intimidated. Like, are you building yourself? Or what are you going to do for me, for my brand? What are you going to do for, you know, let's build my shit? I'm like, well, bro, that's the thing. Like, if you fucking with me, it's also with my shit. You know what I mean?
That's what we're doing.
I've been there, done that.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. It's, I mean, I could tell that, but it's like, to any artist out there, you know, you can't, it goes back to the fundamentals of what he was saying. You can't not take a risk. And then on top of that, I think the biggest thing that artists fuck up on is they feel like they could do everything themselves when some of that stuff you can't do. You know you can't do that. So it's like, let's put that in somebody's hands.
They 5 years ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real talk. So what you got? What's coming on the table for you, bro? What you got coming up next, bro? You got so much things that you're doing, bro. We can sit here and go on for hours and hours and hours and hours, bro. But you said you've been getting into the cannabis. I got
another bag dropping. I've already dropped a couple bags at Sessions. My goal is to go compliant. I got a lot of friends. I mean, I've been talking from a range of people from Head Stash. Shit. I mean, my goal is to go compliant. You know, I got
definitely.
If you've seen me drop a couple designs, you know, you better believe I got my compliant designs in the vault. You know what I mean? I got some shit that
locked and loaded. You know what I mean?
When you hear Primetime, what do you think? You know what I'm saying? I'm asking you, Blaze. What do you think when you hear Primetime? Like the first thing.
The first thing I think of, I'm old school. I think
you got it's on your hat.
Yeah. Like just the best time slots. Period. Football, fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Dion.
Oh yeah, Primetime for sure. Yeah. Off top.
So you know, I definitely want to mess with the Niner jersey and the Cowboy jersey in the cannabis. You know, we've seen Scottie Pippen, we've seen all that.
Yeah,
so you know, I definitely
that shit,
you know all that shit. You know, I'm not even a Niner fan, but you know, that's the business smart. I see guys from Oakland, from Frisco, and they working, they on the net, and they dropping designs, and they're only dropping Frisco or they're only dropping Oakland, and they're talking shit. That you can't put a ceiling on yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? I could sit there and say I hate the Patriots, but shit, man, if I got an idea that revolves around that, I'm about to take it and run with it.
Yeah, and people out there might fuck with you tough. Like
exactly.
So it's like yeah, I get it, man. I'm all about that as well. When I do things with a consumer in mind that anybody could do to fuck with this. I want to be inclusive. I don't ever want to do something where I'm just like, I'm proud of where I'm from. I'm proud of who I am. But everything that I do is I keep it in mind for everyone. You know, I want everybody to feel like they could come fuck with this, whether it's the clothing, whatever it is I'm doing, even the podcast, we talk about all kinds of shit with all kinds of people. You feel me? I definitely will be interested into seeing that, you know, when you do drop them, because I feel like you're a very knowledgeable person. And I feel like more people need to hear the things that you have to say as far as when it comes to artistry and business, you know, because the thing I like about podcasts, and one of the reasons why I started a podcast, was because I wanted to create a platform where not only did I give people that I know, you know what I'm saying, opportunities, but also get people on the platform that could help educate other people and share game. Because I've learned hella shit from podcasts, even how I'm distributing my shit now, and other little things, tricks of the trade. I've learned them from podcasts. So it's like, it's very educational. Everyone's tired of the regular media. They want something directly from somebody that knows what they're talking about. And it's definitely the new, to me, I didn't think what I was doing in 2014, as far as when I got you guys on the show, that would lead into a whole industry like this. I know it was out there at the time, but it was like barely like getting uncovered, you know, and now it's out, and it's a beautiful thing, bro.
And big ups to you though for taking that leap though, bro, because like I said, it's like you putting a lot of yourself out there. So it takes a really confident individual to just do that, to just take action like that. So I mean, I'm really hoping that it goes to the next level for you.
That's what we doing, man. We building out here. We're building, bro. How can they
your
find
success?
you, Primo?
Here's another thing. Your success might come at the hands of somebody else. So that's probably my bottom line. Oh yeah, that's probably my bottom line and my biggest. Yeah, man. That's the tell, man. All you hear nothing but burnouts and all kinds of shit. But my biggest takeaway. God damn. My biggest takeaway is your success might come at the hands of somebody else. So keep that in mind. Stop thinking it's just all about you and you got to play your position.
Of course.
You might be, like we said earlier, these dudes, you know, you might be ahead of you. You might not be slated to break out for another 2 years. Mm-hmm. Take that ride and learn as much as you can. Like, live in the moment. Learn,
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get what you can, like, not without using people, but let's say you're doing this project with this person. Don't sit there and get upset when they blow up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just play your role. You know what I mean? Your time will come. And 9 times out of 10, these dudes fuck it up because they deal with their emotions and they're comparing and they're demanding. It's like, bro, it's like, bro, take your time. Everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the ride. Learn. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
When you ready, it's gonna happen. Like it's gonna happen. It's like a relationship. You want shit to happen organically. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be sitting there telling somebody how to be a man, how to be a woman, how to be this. And check it out. Nobody want to sit there and tell you how to be an artist. You know, and that's kind of been my job for the last couple of years, and that's kind of why I'm stepping away, because it's like a babysitting thing. It's like I feel like people gotta learn, you know, let's finish being adults first. Let's finish being men first and women, and you know, a lot more goes into rap than you think. You know, I like to work with people that stand on integrity and, you know, certain characteristics. Because I found, I found that those people are the ones that end up being successful. You know what I mean? When you see somebody, you could just tell, and you be like, oh man, that dude, he's gonna end up getting robbed. He's gonna end up getting shot. Like I said to say,
he's gonna do
sorry,
something stupid.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
he's gonna end up locked up or something because he ain't.
Yeah, you know,
most definitely.
You could see that type of shit coming a mile away. You know what I mean? And people still don't learn. You know what I mean? So like I said, it's all a learning process, and there's growing pains, and just play your position until you you know could keep, you know, just keep elevating. You know what I'm saying? You know when the time is right, you know, and sometimes that's the best way. You know, that definitely is the best way. It's something that money can't buy. That's where the character is built, in the struggle. You know what I mean?
Definitely. How can they reach you, bro? How can they find you? Whoever want to go out there and check out the products. I know you got mad products online and stuff like that.
Man. Man. Right now, we got the American Pimp out by San Quinn. You know, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on everything. Everything is ITZTHAPREM. That's It's the Preem. Shit, like I said, I'm on every social media outlet. Like I said, obviously my music isn't under like on iTunes. It's under artist. So, you know, but I mean, if you're Bay Area local and you heard of anybody from Baby Gas, Cheats, San Quinn, you know, Gold Toes, shit, man, Tension. I've been working with Tension Santana lately. That's Carlos Santana nephew. You know, we've been working on the Santana Vida. You know, I mean, shit, man. This just follow me, and we got a gang of stuff, man. I got the do-rags coming out next, and I'm trying to be like you, bro. I'm trying to elevate it and get into the podcast. You know, but until then, man, we here, we grinding.
We're here, Knowing About Podcast, episode 91. Primo, thank you very much. Everybody else, y'all know what it is. You can follow us. You know where to find us. And we are out.